Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're up to day 26 here in the Almaty region, in Silver Quarries, and we're going to be focusing on the two remaining contracts for the ZiKZ Minerals PLC, which is Pimp My Ride and Ruptured Artery. Now, we've already delivered the first half of Ruptured Artery, and we are almost halfway through Pimp My Ride. So I'm kind of hoping that if we have a bit of a good day today, we'll be able to finish both of these off. So Pimp My Ride needs some mine carts, and we've currently got 2 of them in the back of the Tatra Force. So it needs 4 of those to get down to the Silver Quarry. So we've got 2 with us at the moment, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to bring them down our little sneaky way. And be able to drop them off. Just give that up and turn back a bit. Just felt a bit too close to the edge. This is very, very bumpy. Oh, I managed to make it down to the bottom. Hooray! Okay. So we've just got to take these 2 down to the bottom, and then we need to get another 2. And we've also got to take 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts to the other bit of the damaged conveyor belt, which will be a little bit tricky to get to, but I'm hoping we'll be okay. We'll run this one down first. So yes, today's going to be a fair bit of work in the Tatra Force and probably the Tayga. I don't know, at some stage I'm going to have to bring the big ZiKZ 605 back from the Silver Quarry, because it's just been sitting here doing nothing. But, that may well be how it ends up. We may not do much more with it. We used it quite happily when we needed the high saddle, but since we've not needed a high saddle, it's kind of just been a bit, surplus to requirement. We've done all the really heavy lifting with the Tayga and the Tatra Force, so, mostly because I wanted to keep a crane on the truck. Anyway, we'll head on down and drop these 2 mine carts off at the Silver Quarry. And head on out. Again, we're dropping it at the same spot. We seem to always drop everything, which is fine. We'll have to. So that's fine. Now we might head up, come on, we might head up out of here, get back the way we came, and I'm just trying to work out whether we're going to be brave enough to try and head straight over to the should we head straight over to the Silver Plant? We're reasonably filled up. We do have... Oh, can we get water there? Oh, that's a drop water, I should think. I don't think we can load water there. So that's totally empty now. Yes, I think that's there for the way of water, isn't it? Ooh, maybe not. I'll have a look at that with the ZiKZ when I'm leaving. Just have a look and see how much fuel the ZiKZ has got as well. Is he nicely filled up or is he a bit short? 259. And he's got 200 on his roof. So we'll totally fill up the Tatra Force. See if we can get over to the Silver Plant and pick up the other mine carts. And make it back and around to the fuel station. So we'll come up out of here. We'll exit, but not the way we came in. I'm going to see if I can be sneaky and head more straight to the Silver Plant. We went that way with the little ZiKZ when we were scouting. Now, obviously, the little ZiKZ when we're scouting is a lot more agile than the Tatra Force with a 2-slot trailer. But it is an empty 2-slot trailer, so that's pretty scary, wasn't it? I kind of knew that might happen because it didn't fall off when we were coming over the other way. Let's head this way and see if we can get back to the Silver Plant where the Tayga is. So I'm pretty sure if I go up this way, let's just have a quick look. If I go up this way and stay on this path, that's where I normally then run up to get to the normal road. But if I stay on this path, then I can probably do a bit of cross country down here somewhere and either come down this way to get back or come over this way to get back. So I'm hoping we'll be able to do the shortcut when we're empty. I don't think I'll be able to do this when we're full. When we've got the two mine carts on, but at the moment without anything on, we might be okay. So instead of turning up here to the left like we normally do to get out of the quarry, sneaking up there, we'll stick to this path. And over that pipe. if we can get to the Silver Quarry. Now it's possible that this way might actually be pretty good. Only thing that'll be annoying to us is if we don't have any fuel. So fuel is going to be at a premium. As it so often is. Let's follow this path and see how we're going. I could follow this path all the way, but I'm kind of liking the look of going down there, to be honest. So if we go down there, we'll then have to come down here. That should be alright, shouldn't it? Yucky. Do have some trees around, so we should be able to pull on some trees if we have to. I'll go around that tree. Thank you. Just enough room. Yeah, so it's a very, very big truck to be doing this with, because that rock's right in the wrong spot. Right, that's better. I've fallen off that rock. Should be okay. And there's the road just there. So we've then got to have a quick little look. Is it going to be easier to go this way through the water and back on the main road, or this way on the path? We might go the path. Both, as in typical SnowRunner, they both look about the same. Slide over those rocks a bit better than that. Out of the terrifying right next to the truck view. So I don't think we'd be able to bring the mine carts up that way, but at least we were able to bring the truck that way. Having said that, maybe we could use that pathway. So it was really only when we sort of left the path and tried to bobble around a bit creative. We pick up our mine carts. Let's see if we've gone back along the road and could cut over onto that path. Whether that would actually lead us all the way, or whether we have to do some sort of cross-country bit to get to the silver mine. So just about back at the Silver Plant now. You can sort of see right there. So we'll get back there. I'll load up 2 9 carts. And we'll just pause and have a little look at the map and work out a more sensible way to go. So once again, I could load them up manually, but I'm feeling a bit lazy. So I'm just going to turn the truck around a bit and then we'll load them automatically. Which I know, it's naughty, but sometimes it's just what you do. 2 9 carts loaded. Turn the engine off and let's have a little look. So if we come out of here, and if we hop through there, that's where I think we hopped through before. We could then come up this road, then turn along this road, and then turn along this road, and we'll be at the Silver Quarry. I'm going to give that a go. We've got 286 litres of fuel plus the 150 or whatever it is on our roof. We're not awful for fuel. It'd be nice to have a bit more, of course, it always is, but we'll see how we go on up there. Pick up. So we'll come on here. Now we have to take a bit of a detour to miss the rock slide. And we can't go up there just yet. So take the detour, head around here. And then once we're around here, go a little bit further on and then cut across to the other road. At least these 9 carts seem pretty well packed. They seem to stay where they're meant to. So here's our cut through. So if we go through this cut through and keep going northwards, we'll then come to the intersection and we'll turn left westward. Don't really need load gear for this part actually. Now I've gone into low gear. We'll go up here and high. Is this the intersection? Is that the no, that's not the intersection. The intersection's right up here. So we'll do that. Just make sure we then know where we're going. Might need low gear on this bit. So let's pull up here and then we'll turn left. And follow that path round, and hopefully that'll be a pleasant surprise. That'll be quite a nice run around to the Silver Quarry. We can hope. I don't think we've been along this road before, so well, maybe we did actually. I think we did in the ZiKZ when we were scouting right at the start. Did I say at the time, gee, I wouldn't want to come along here with a big truck? Can't remember. I don't think I did. But sometimes you say those sorts of things. Nasty ruts. Nasty ruts and rocks. The combination that really messes things up. No, no, no. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop being silly. Right. Turn. Okay, I had to just give it a bit of a stern talking to there. It was being a bit naughty. I'm kind of hoping we'll be okay from here. I've still got a reasonable amount of fuel. I'm not swimming in it, but we've got a reasonable amount. We didn't. It was close. We nearly made it around there. Didn't quite. We've got a little bridge here, but that looks okay. It's fairly benign. Mind you, sometimes these things can look reasonable, and they're as naughty as all get out. So they lull you into a false sense of security. Bridges can do that, you know. Right, so we just need to be a bit careful coming along here where the road's fallen away. And there's a great big rock. High enough we can straddle it, yes. Just so I'm feeling pretty good about this actually. So this is the turn down to the Silver Quarry now. And this is the way we just came out a minute ago. I don't think there was anything that was dreadfully awful. I'm kind of thinking I should be able to make it down to the drop spot. And that'll then finish Pimp My Ride and give us the 9 carts down the bottom of the quarry. A bit of a wiggle on. Obviously a little bit slower now that we've got our 9 carts on our truck and trailer. That's okay. Once we get to the bottom we'll park. Eventually we're going to have to bring the Tatra Force and the ZiKZ out of here and back to the garage or somewhere anyway. Now we filled up the Tatra Force from the ZiKZ, didn't we? So that meant when we left here we had 380 litres. We managed to get to the Silver Plant and back, and once we eventually get down to the bottom, we're probably about 150, I reckon. litres. So it's a fair bit of fuel. That's all right. Come on. Pull up out of there. Do a bit of turn for me, thank you. Nice, it just doesn't like turning. Nearly there. Silver Quarry is much nicer to navigate than the Slate Quarry. So I'll come down here and take a photo. Yes, obviously we've done very well. Given I normally take it at the same spot, we might take it just sort of here somewhere, maybe there. That'll do. We'll just stop there and take a photo. Okay. And keep on going and deliver these last 2 mine carts. There you are, little mine carts into the... Wow, off they go. Mine carts are up and running. They'll go a lot more smoothly. Nice. Alright, so we'll turn the engine off for this one at the moment and hop back over to the Tayga. Oops, hop over to the Tayga. And we've currently got 2 service spare parts on board, which we need to deliver sort of up here. And we've got to get 2 metal beams and also deliver them here. So what I'm thinking is that we'll come back and get the metal beams, do what we did with the Tatra Force, come all the way around, refuel at the fuel station, come back and eventually... Well, not quite, yeah, refuel, but instead of coming into the quarry, we'll come down this other path here. Yeah, so the question now is, should I take this detour path, which is a bit nasty in places, but not too bad in others, to avoid these really nasty bits here? And I'm thinking I will, because I didn't do it with the last one. So let's see how we go at taking the detour. I'm going and getting 2 metal beams, refueling at the fuel station. Well, actually, I might as well pick up a spare wheel while I'm here. Okay, so I've got a spare wheel sorted. I didn't think of replenishing the Tatra Force while I was here. That would have been useful, wouldn't it? Just about like that. So let's come along this way and hopefully this will be okay. I remember it in the ZiKZ, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. So I'm hoping that in the Tayga, given that we haven't really got much cargo on, 2 little service spare parts, we should be okay. Let's get a bit of a wheel done well to finish Pimp My Ride. Happy with that. Now we have to see if we can get Ruptured Artery done. That would be a brilliant day's work if we can do both of those. I'm not confident. We'll probably go close. I'm just not sure that we're going to quite have enough time and that to get to the that's interesting. I've got two ways of doing this. Yeah, not too sure if we've got enough time to load our metal beams and get them back to the broken section, damaged section. Oh, could have gone over there. That would have been quicker. I go round and you can go through. Particularly when it's over nice grass, no tree stumps in the way. Generally, a nice shortcut. Ooh, that was softer dirt than I thought. Now the path actually goes around, but I'm just going to go straight. So there's a tree there I can reach from if I have to. And over. We'll pop down the other side without any... Ew. Well, that didn't quite work out how I thought it might. Get down there. Yeah, this is where you then lose time. We'll try and push up this side and then get back onto that road. Oh. Oh, that's a big drop off. Yeah, a little bit more violent than I perhaps expected. We've got some wooden planks here, so that helps. Let's just have a quick little look. Where are we? Okay, so we're heading back here, I guess I should mark. Just so I know where I'm heading. Where's the road go? Oh, back that way. So we don't follow the water, we go back around the road. A little bit hard to tell sometimes. Now I'm hoping that we've got enough fuel to make it to the fuel station. We should have, I mean we're still half full. Easy going from the metal plant up to the fuel station. So I reckon we'll be okay. And here we are, almost back to the main road. So I don't know if that was actually any easier than following that broken main road. Yeah, it probably was okay. easily overload with just the 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. We'll put those sideways and they'll probably just about fit. Yeah. We are at the Metalworks Plant. Load up our 2 metal beams. I'm just going to detach the trailer. Unpack it first. Detach it. And the truck back. Just be careful I don't open the crane into the trailer, so we'll do it from back here. Actually, we'll just leave it like that. Spin him around. We should then be able to get the 2 metal beams and the 2 service spare parts happily sitting in the truck. First one. Spin this one around as well. It's not bad. First of all, we'll just roll backwards a little bit. So we're able to place the metal beams more where I want them. Metal beams on the loading platform. Cue the usual whinge about Russian trains. These in. See if we can get the other one in between. This one's closest to the crane itself, so this one should be the easiest one to get in. Can it fit? Don't think it does. Oh, it's so close, isn't it? Okay, it didn't fit, so that's annoying. So what I'm going to do, take this guy out. No, I can, in your own time. Sure, of course taking that out would roll the other one out. In fact, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to grab this other guy and we're going to pack this lot. Nice little guy. Put him out of the way. That'll do. Attach trailer is what I want to do. Oh, that's interesting. When you attach the trailer, it drops the crane. That's interesting. Alrighty. So let's get this little guy. Put him up on top of that little guy. Yeah, I won't go sideways then. That's fine. I don't mind you going sideways. Okay, Tayga. Okay, that will do. I reckon he'll jump off a few times on our journey, but we will see. Unfortunately, I can't quite squeeze these guys in. Maybe if I'd fiddled a bit more, I might be able to. It was really close. So it might be something you can try yourself. See if you can get 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts unpacked into the truck at once. We're going to have to hold him with the crane. Annoying though that is. I generally don't like doing that. So we'll pick him up. Put him on top. And we'll leave him like that. We'll also ram the door on our way out. Okay, so we're going to come up and get some fuel. And then take the first exit down. And hopefully make it to the edge of the Silver Quarry. So as you can see, by having the crane there and with the crane still attached, that service spare part ain't going to go very far. See how we progress. Ooh, that was so close to that steps. Nearly did a damage. They're all good. Alright, so we're going to take this first turn off. But we've never been down before, I think. And this should take us sort of around to the top of the Silver Quarry. Will get us to where we want to be. Whoa! Wow! That was a little weird. We are still going. But I don't think we're going to be able to use that tree to straighten ourselves back up again. Not with metal beams in there. Okay. We'll try, one last thing, we'll try with the crane, because we've got the crane out. Let's see if we can use the crane. Oh. Alright, fine. We won't. Little ZiKZ, he's not far away. Which way? Where is he? So he's over here. I don't even know where he is. Oh, he's over here. Of course he is. He's over here. He's over on the wrong side, isn't he? Because he had to come over and help. That's right. Come on, little Zix. Come back and do something useful. So, yeah, that mistake will definitely now mean we will not get Ruptured Artery completed today, because we're now going to spend the next 10 minutes or so sorting out the Tayga. That's alright. We'll come back and do that. I'll take the little scout trailer with me as I go. That's not the scout trailer, that is a bush. Here's the scout trailer. Right. Right. We will not watch this, because nobody wants to see trailer reviews. Come on, little guy, you can do it. You know you can do it. We'll get that trailer on its feet in a minute. It's really rolling side by side at the moment, but it eventually will end up on its roll, on its wheels, and we will be happy. Feels like it's on its wheels now, actually. Look at that. Absolutely no trailer reviews there at all. It's beautiful and very happy. Yeah, it's a very happy trailer. Okay. So we'll head back, stand up the Tayga, hopefully. Give it a bit more fuel. No, it doesn't need more fuel, it's already filled up. We might stop over and get some more fuel later on. So I'm sure more things are going to want fuel yet. Avoid that pole with the trailer. That's why I took such a weird line there. Hopefully we'll come down and, yeah, sort out the Tayga and get it on its way again. Ooh, misjudged that, didn't I? Okay, we'll leave the trailer there. We'll run into the pole. That's always a good thing. Leave the trailer there. Right. Let's go and save the Tayga, which is literally just here. Shouldn't be too hard to stand up, I wouldn't have thought, because it's kind of almost was there on its own anyway. So let's get back to here somewhere and see what we can do. First of all, just can we winch it? Yes, we can. There you go. Right. Okay. Let's first of all get ourselves over this way a bit more, with a bit of weight on it, maybe. Oh, I don't think we need to, we'll be okay. Just straighten it up a bit more, that's better. That should be okay, actually. Now, this will be difficult, simply because it's metal beams and they're heavy and all of that. But we're literally just going to try and get them into the trailer, and then pack them, because we don't really care. No, get them into the trailer. Right. Get the other one. Down on that. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, stop spinning around like that. Sometimes this crane really is a bit blurry. Almost done. This time, go back on top. Right, so I'll leave it like that. Careful of going too far that way. Nice wide line around. And just skadoodle on our way. Making a little bit more of a cautious view. Why aren't we going anywhere? Yeah, a little bit more of a cautious view of those sneaky mounds that will just tip us over. Yeah, that service spare parts on the top there, he's going to jump off for sure. Just crane him now. Do the same thing I did before. Okay. He'll still come off, but at least he's attached now. Scary. I think we caught a side of a rock there, just pushed us sideways. Now we're better. Okay, we're pushing along a bit quicker now. So I really want to get this done today. It's just starting to get light, so we've probably got about another 5 minutes of game time to go. And we're probably about 5 minutes away from the destination. Don't want to waste time. Mind you, I don't want to tip over either. So. Closer now. cruising along. Almost there. Hopefully there's no roadblocks or impossible bridges that mean that we've come a long way. We are nearly there. We've done exceptionally well. And the 2 service spare parts. Da 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 da. Bom bom. Hooray! We managed to finish the Ruptured Artery contract. So let's turn the engine off. What have we got for time? 7:03, pretty darn good. So that leaves us with nothing for CAS Minerals PLC. Closed Sesame, which is the scanning one, plus this one to take 8 silver up to the airport hangars. And then on top of that, we've got humanitarian aid fuel, which we've sort of half done. We've delivered the one here, we've delivered the one here, and we've delivered the one here. But we've still got to deliver one to here and one to down here. We've got the way of water, which is dropping off water in the silver mine and the other mine. And we've got brick renovation, which is where we need to visit the western checkpoint and then deliver 4 bricks to the processing workshop. Okay. So I think from that we can bring the Tayga. Tayga's probably going to run out of fuel before long, isn't it? I mean, not bad. So we can take the Tayga to the silver plant in order to pick up the silver, and I think we can then bring the ZiKZ and the Tatra Force back out of here. So I think we'll use the Tatra Force for the humanitarian aid fuel, way of water, and probably bricks as well. So a fair bit of work for the Force yet to come. But I think that's pretty well it. So I'll switch over to the ZiKZ. We are, as near as doesn't matter, 8 o'clock. So we'll stop it there. And that'll be the end of today. So a great day. I'm so happy. We've managed to finish Pimp My Ride and Ruptured Artery. So we did them both. So a very good day's work. Well done, Bob the driver. Okay, though, that's it for me for today. Tomorrow we'll take the ZiKZ back and start to look at those other tasks. Yeah, start to really put some pressure on finishing things off. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And see me again tomorrow when I continue on my adventures. Bye-bye for now. Bye.